What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about some of the chemistries, and I recently posted a vid where I was explaining to you guys that I am in no way interested in Calvin Johnson. Since then, his price has dropped. It has nothing to do with me. It's just the fact that people are getting the word out that you can't put a physical chem on him, which doesn't make any sense at all, and I don't understand what's going on. In addition to that, it's also Ronnie Lott. Okay, now let's first start off by giving EA Sports a lot of credit. The MUT development team has made this year of MUT very, very exciting, very, very thorough. Okay, there is no reason though that this guy should not have a physical chemistry slot to possibly give him sprinter and give him that +2 speed. In addition, get him the a team with 50 players, adding another +3 with the with the Detroit Lions. It's no place for that. Okay, because what you're asking someone to do is to spend 1 million coins for a useless card. All right, now, they did do adjustments to stuff like Pat Mahomes. He was able to get a power-up later because the dude was balling out of his mind, and he deserved it. All right, honestly, he deserved it. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, we're just going to give it to you guys. He deserved that card. So they were able to give him a power-up and fix a lot of the things that were going on within him. And you can see now that he has everything that he needs to have. And it's very, very... it's more efficient with the way the game works. Like, you can choose to give him the additional chem because he was a rising star, or he has his physical chems. All right, that's all they have to do to Calvin Johnson, and his price will go back up, and people will be able to enjoy the card, the card a little bit more. But there is no place for them to be able to do that to us, simply because it just doesn't make any sense. It's sort of like this, right? You spoil us with giving us certain things. Like, remember, last year, you couldn't even, downgrade your player that you upgraded. And then you just had to deal with the player that sucked and deal with it the whole entire year, and that was it. And we accepted it, okay? We complained, but we accepted it for that year. And then they listened to us, and then they made it so that now we could take away power-ups and get rid of bum players that are not performing for us, and they're not up to par. Why in the world would also Ronnie Lott not be able to get physical chems? I don't understand that. Let me just give you guys an example of what's going on and what, because I didn't know about that. This is just some of the things that you guys have been giving me feedback for, because I in no way was ever interested in completing this entire set at all. Like, it never even crossed my mind. But when you go through all these things and you see the value of what all of this is, and then you realize that you can't add a physical chem, and this is information that was given to me. I'm not, like I said, I don't have the card, and I don't know, from looking at it myself, but people have sent me screenshots showing that you can't add a physical chem to him. If that's true, that's ultimately utterly ridiculous. That makes absolutely no sense. And now, when you look at this with the new promo, right? Granted, like some of the promos, like MUT Heroes, I enjoyed this promo. Some people didn't like it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Ultimate Kickoff. I actually made a lot of coins with the Ultimate Kickoff as well. Okay? This one right here, though, like I told you guys, unless you have a ton of these Series 2 trophies that you want to, just whatever, because they made this they tried to make it easier by giving you the option to, like, 1-for-1, right? So with a certain amount of series tokens, you could pretty much get a lot of the Calvin done, for free, but it's a lot, because remember, you have to do this, right? And then you have to make these elites, and then you got to get 10 times elite and then 20 goals. So look at this. With the 10 times, what is that, 50? So you got to do this to get the 10 for this. You got to do this 50 times. Well, not 50 times, but you got to do it 10 times to get it. You know what I'm saying? To get those cards, because it's 5 times each. So it's just ridiculous. The numbers are ridiculous. When you start doing the math, and then you have to go through this, and then you got to buy this gold, you got to buy that, and then it's 10 elites. Bro, EA, it's really, really no reason for that. Okay? It's really, really no reason for that, because now what's happening is this. For every 5, you get 1. So you got to do it 10 times. So that's 50. Okay? That's 50 goals for that. Okay? For just this. And then you need the other 20. So it's 70 times 10. So you need 700. That is a lot of stuff that's going on. That's crazy. And then now look, some of you guys are like, yeah, but I did the set and then I got 11,000 trading points. Yo, whoop-de-doo, bro. But what is Kanye West song? Bibbidi-bop, bibbidi-bop. Like, bro, whatever. If you're happy about that, I'm happy for you. But what I'm saying is, if a promo seems wild and ridiculous, I'm going to point out that it's wild and ridiculous. Listen, it's not all about just accepting that EA is going to pull out a red ball and you're just going to take it, put it in your mouth, and do whatever they want. That's not what it's about, because EA has had their way with me. Look, whatever I choose to let EA do to me, that's for me, okay? But that doesn't mean that it's okay for everyone. I choose to bend over and walk around like somebody that's possessed, and I need to, you know what I'm saying? I have to have, you ever watch those horror movies when the dudes are like, you know, they're like crazy and they're possessed and they're walking with their back crazy and the arch is wild? That's how I walk around when I play Madden. All right. So does that mean that all of you guys have to do the same thing? Absolutely not. I don't think it's fair for a promo with the bundles and everything that they sell, if you spend $100 to not really have a chance at completing the promo. Like, I spent $100, but granted, for me, you guys retweeted the tweet. Like, I said 100 retweets. It was like 150 retweets in like 10 minutes because you guys want me to go bankrupt. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want my viewers to go bankrupt. So based on everything, I got lucky also. I pulled 390 overall boss monsters in my bundle. Then reading through my comments, most of you guys didn't get anything. You guys didn't get 190. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, I want you guys to enjoy it as well. I don't want it to be something where, oh, look, bro, I'm getting a little bit of pack luck and you guys are not getting it. Obviously, everybody can get pack luck, but I would like to see more people pulling more 90s. That way it seems like, okay, at least one guy is getting something. But for the most part, everybody, you know, you guys spent $100 or you spent whatever, and you didn't really get anything. But you did get a lot of the elites or whatever, and then you see that you have to go now and do 30. That's a lot. This is a lot. And, you know, you're going to get the daily thing to get some goals or whatever like that with the daily, like, whatever they have going on for the Halloween season. So you'll have opportunities to be able to do certain things, but it's still not, in my opinion, suitable. And then in addition, like for instance, right, when I did my bundle, I got everything sold off. I didn't want to complete the set, so I got everything sold off, and I got about like to where I am now. But I bought Leonard Fournette. I was at 1.127 mil, right? So I had enough to buy Calvin like 2-3 days ago, and I'm like, yo, what are they doing? Why am I going to be running around with a guy with 91 speed, and that's where he's just going to stay? You know, unless I want to be a complete idiot and just have a whole bunch of Detroit Lions on my team, why would I do that? That doesn't really make any sense. So why would you? It's really, it's so ridiculous to the point where I'm trying to figure out, maybe they just dropped the ball on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that this would be something that they would logically agree to. It just seems weird. Like, why would you not give him that? Why, if the thing about Ronnie Lott is true, why wouldn't you give Ronnie Lott something like that? He's supposed to be the best card. If people are going to invest their time and money and hard work into it, you know, shouldn't they get the quality of what the other cards get? He's the master of the team diamonds. And are you guys serious that, you know, he doesn't get a physical chemistry slot? Like based on the pictures, maybe people are just telling me whatever, but based on the pictures that I saw, I didn't see a physical chem slot for him. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. I'm just trying to figure out, because it wasn't brought to my attention until just now with the way that this is working. Okay, with the Calvin Johnson, because I really wanted to get to Calvin Johnson, but I refuse to invest in the card with the way that everything is going now with the power-ups, to have a card that's going to be relatively useless until they decide to give an upgrade. For instance, all you guys were Hall of Fame players. How's that working out for you? This is what I'm saying. There has to be a type of level of consistency with it, else it just doesn't make any sense. For instance, when you go over here and you look at Saquon Barkley, right, who I'm going to be benching soon for Leonard Fournette, because this dude is just outright garbage. This dude right here is garbage. I don't know what they did to him, but the patch, he could barely do anything right now, right? So look, when you go to his card and you go to upgrade, and you go over to chemistry, why doesn't he have any other slots as a 91 overall? Shouldn't that, because the other cards, like the Level Master, as we upgrade him, all of his slots automatically come out there, and we're able to get additional things. Why don't we get anything for Saquon? You know, if you got a Derwin James and you were lucky enough to, you know, get, you know, you had him for free. You did the rookie premiere for Madden 18, and you're just chilling with a 90 overall Derwin James, just chilling right here like this. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that they don't get any additional chems? This is what I don't understand. And I'm trying. You see, like, it went up, so now you can get locked. You know, a little bit more lockdown. But why does that happen? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Why don't they have the additional slots? Why don't they have an ability chem? You know what I'm saying? They're 90s. That's the thing. Like, regardless of their rookie premieres, it doesn't matter. Why don't they have the chems? This is the thing that needs to be addressed. Like, once you set up the protocol, and don't get me wrong, I love the way that they have this set up with all the additional things and the perks and stuff like that. But they have to keep it uniform with consistency so that we don't have to ask for it afterwards because we already know it's there. You see what I'm saying? Like, once they upgraded the level master with this dude over here, Ricky Williams, he automatically got everything else. They automatically gave him the option to get, spin specialist. They automatically upgrade. Look, like, all this stuff came up. Elite route specialist. I don't know how he's doing that, but it doesn't really matter. But he got the spin move specialist. He got all these things as it was upgraded. That's the way it should be. It should automatically be there, so that way it's not like, oh yeah, where is this, where is that? It's already done. That's my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. And I just think that it's a lot more fun if we know what we're getting, as opposed to, oh, you're giving us Calvin Johnson. We go through all this stuff. We get Calvin Johnson, and then he doesn't have something that a Randy Moss has that was there since the beginning of the year. It just doesn't make sense to me. And that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think about it, but it really bothers me that I can't have Calvin Johnson on my team because he's just going to be the biggest idiot. And he's going to drop the ball regardless. It's Madden 19, so it doesn't matter. But I would still love to have him on my team, but I just need to have those other features as well. Thank you guys and girls for watching. I'm going to talk to you next time. One love.